Stay tuned for Lester Smith and the news.
This is the news in detail on the hour from the WOR newsroom. 2 of the prisoners of war released last month were AWOL at the time they were taken prisoner by the communists. One of them, Private Ferdinand Rodriguez of Brooklyn. But today Rodriguez and the other GI learned that they are not to be punished, that the Army plans no action against them. It's the Army's feeling that the men suffered enough punishment while in captivity. At a news conference in Washington, Defense Secretary Elliot Richardson talked about aid to North Vietnam, and he was emphatic that there will be no assistance unless there is a genuine, stable ceasefire. That statement presumably was intended for both Hanoi and the Congress. Many congressmen are opposed to any kind of reconstruction for North Vietnam if the money comes directly from the United States. The 2 slain American diplomats came home today. Newsman Roger Gittins reports from Washington.
A light fog shrouded Andrews Air Force Base as the presidential jet carrying the bodies of the 2 slain diplomats touched down. The national anthem and a 19-gun salute rang out in honor of Ambassador Cleo Noel and his deputy George Moore, murdered by Palestinian terrorists Friday in Sudan. More than 500 State Department employees were on hand, as well as Secretary of State and Mrs. William Rogers. They stood silently at attention as a soft drizzle fell while the caskets were removed from the plane. Secretary Rogers boarded the jet briefly to console the families who had accompanied the bodies of their men from Khartoum. Earlier in the day, Rogers called for the members of the guerrilla band to be put to death for the murders. Moore and Noel will be given a hero's burial at Arlington National Cemetery. Roger Gittins, Washington.
Joseph Curran, president of the National Maritime Union since its founding in 1937, has announced his retirement effective immediately. The post of president goes to Secretary-Treasurer Shannon Wall, but that's only until May, when the new union elections are to be held. Curran is seeking $1 million in severance and retirement benefits. All this is now in the hands of the court. Union dissidents claim he doesn't deserve that much. We'll have more news after this. Isn't it great to know that you can still enjoy traditional service, quality, and reliability? Isn't it great that you can depend on Beshars, the complete carpet professionals, one of the nation's oldest names in carpeting, to satisfy all your carpet needs? They'll professionally clean your wall-to-wall broadloom carpeting right in your home or office in one day. They'll clean your loose rugs and carpets, domestics, orientals, novelties in their modern plant, and return them fresh as new within a week. Beshar's craftsmen will pick up, clean, alter, and relay your carpeting in another room or in your new home if you're moving. And if you need new rugs or carpeting, see Beshar's fabulous selection of fabrics and colors. Now, isn't it great that you can rely on the complete carpet professionals for everything in carpeting? Call Beshar's, Plaza 8-1400. That's Plaza 8-1400. WOR Radio News Time is 3 minutes after 11 o'clock. Back to the news. Did the FBI get the runaround when it attempted to investigate the Watergate affair? Newsman Pi Chamberlain reports from Washington.
A secret FBI report said Nixon campaign officials tried to keep FBI agents from getting to the truth of the Watergate affair.